Good morning, St. Andrews College. I'm Riley Knox, and this is SAC Today. As we enter the month of November, junior correspondent Dylan White takes a look back at the Halloween costume contest.
St. Andrews was back in full swing this past October 29th to celebrate Halloween. Students and teachers were both dressed in costume, and the Halloween contest tradition continued. I was able to capture the highlights of the day, starting with the Halloween contest, which included some amazing performances from both students and teachers.
In the lab late one night, when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. He did the mash. He did the monster from my The ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. The monster mash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman.
Can we hear us for Kevin?
I thought the event today was great. David Buckley and Spencer Thompson did a great job. Spicy tea, baby. Shout out to Gator, first hockey coach, for winning it. Let's go.
I thought it was a great event. I thought everyone did a great job. Hope to see it next year.
I am Superman from World's Finest, issue 71.
For SAC Today, I'm Dylan White.
Also in October, St. Andrews celebrated its first ever Pride Week, including guest speakers, events in the gallery, live music, and more. Finn McNulty has the story.
The week of October 18th marks St. Andrews' first ever Pride Week, where students and faculty alike gathered to celebrate the contributions and achievements of our LGBTQ+ community. This week, the student body was met with a variety of speakers who came in to share their experiences. Also, every day, the gallery was fully decorated with lots of Pride art and decorations, including our very iconic Rainbow Arch. On Friday, students got to enjoy a live music performance in the gallery to fully bring together the entire student body in order to celebrate our pride in who we are and in our community. Overall, it was a very educational week with lots to celebrate and lots to learn. As always, we are very proud of the contributions of our entire student body, regardless of their gender identity or orientation. For SAC Today, I'm Finn McNulty.
Every year, the prefects introduce an inspirational theme for our school year. Senior correspondent and prefect Kyle Murphy spoke with head prefect Henry Palick about this year's message.
Every year, the prefects introduce a theme that gets the student body motivated and ready for the upcoming school year. I spoke to head prefect Henry Palick to learn more about this year's theme, Full Steam Ahead.
The prefects this year chose our theme to be Full Steam Ahead, and we chose that because we recognized that last year we weren't able to run at full capacity, but this year we wanted students to really immerse themselves in school culture, get involved, and take advantage of all the great opportunities that the school has to offer. We've already seen initiatives like Homecoming, Pride Week, Coffee House, and we have things coming up like the Fall Play and June Christmas. And we're really happy that we get to run all these events in a fuller capacity than we did last year. And we hope that you get involved.
Be sure to stay active on the SAC Prefects Instagram so you can stay up to date, participate in the latest events, and never miss a full STEAM Friday. For SAC Today, I'm Kyle Murphy.
Congratulations to our first soccer team for defeating St. Mike's in the CISA Championship. Junior correspondent Jojo Criswick traveled with the team earlier this fall to get to know some of the players. Let's take a look.
The sport's back in full swing. I had a chance to go to Ridley College down in St. Catharines with the varsity soccer team. I also had the chance to interview a couple of their members to get a better understanding about the program.
My name is Quentin Roy.
My name is Andreas Petroza, but I go by Young Bull. I'm looking forward to the CISA playoffs and winning the league this year. To prepare for games, I watch some motivational videos like Magical Messi and Legendary First Touches.
Because his first touch is terrible.
Then on the field, we do some keep-ups together and some communication drills as a team.
Pre-game, Young Bull and I, whether it's on the bus or just at home, put some AirPods in, listen to some Uzi, Chief Keef, maybe dabble into some Pop Smoke sometimes to get buzzing for the game.
We have a celebration together, but we haven't been able to use it yet.
Mainly because this guy's always on the bench.
For SAC Today, I'm Jojo Criswick.
This year's fall play is West Side Story, opening November 16th. Let's take a look behind the scenes with junior correspondent Cody Kuhn.
This year, the Dramatic Arts Society is holding one of their annual fall plays, West Side Story. I'm here with lead actor David Buckley to see what it's all about.
So West Side Story it's sort of similar storyline to Romeo and Juliet, and it's set in New York, except it's basically the white kids of New York versus Puerto Rican immigrants. Theater is a great medium to really change the world and talk about important issues such as race and inequality, and I'm really, really glad that we're able to do that here at St. Andrews and do a good job of it and put on a good show for everyone. And it's one of those things at St. Andrews where if you ask anyone who's done it, it's probably one of the most time-intensive things you can do. So yeah, we're rehearsing 6 days a week, every Sunday for sometimes 10 or more hours every night of the week. And you know, we've got behind me here, you can see they're putting in the set right now. We've got our amazing theater tech crew, Mr. Johnston and Mr. Longsem, getting that going. So that's a huge preparation. And then on the choreo piece, Stephanie Wilson, our choreographer, and then of course Mr. Schooler directing the whole show, has put incredible amounts of work into it, and then the cast as well. So a lot of preparation going on so we can be ready for November 16th.
For SAC Today, I'm Cody Kuhn.
Junior correspondent Sydney Wambua is quite the YouTube creator. In his next segment, he shares some of his passion for anime and hints at a bold new project.
So, content in particular has just been a huge part of my life now that I'm thinking about it. I've been doing it for a very long time, ever since about 2018 when I did my 0 subscribers special and all I did was play flats for 5 minutes. I remember I never used to show my voice or my face because I was too afraid for some reason, but if you were to go to the 3rd video on my channel, which I believe is the first video with my voice in it, you would not believe that that's me. Even I don't believe that that's me. And for me, I don't know, it never stopped. That kind of imagination for me never ceased. And it just started getting into things like the music I'm listening to or just literally walking in my everyday life. And yeah, just about 2-3 years later, you're seeing me making all these different kinds of things, wearing hats, making a whole new avatar with rainbow hair. Fast forward into grade 10 and I upload what is, in my opinion, one of the best videos I've ever edited in my entire life as a content creator. And it wasn't even for YouTube either. And I don't know why, but this year I decided I have to surpass that, which is why this year I've decided to adapt an entire 11-minute fight from an anime called Demon Slayer and showing it to all of you. Now, there are 2 main reasons I want to do this. The first one is obviously to challenge myself, and number 2 is that I want to introduce our school to an entirely different perspective of animation, of culture, because, you know, it's not something that many people will be knowledgeable about because it's stuff that's animated, it's made, it's created from a place that's completely different from where we are here. And I think that showing that to our school would get people quite interested in it, and Demon Slayer, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to get a good start into it. It's not long, it's really well paced, and the animation is amazing. Anyways, I have talked a lot, so allow me to show you guys a little trailer that pretty much the video that I'm going to be showing to you guys possibly in the next episode.
November 11th is Remembrance Day. Let's not forget the ones who came before us and fought for what we have today. Some of St. Andrews students made the ultimate sacrifice in World Wars I and II, just out of high school if you can believe it. We honor the names of our fallen Andrians in the walls of the Memorial Chapel. Make sure to wear a poppy, and I look forward to seeing you at the St. Andrews Memorial Service.
For SAC Today, I'm Riley Knox. Stay classy, St. Andrews College.